Alright, where do I begin? What's up, guys? My name's Lurksy. Welcome back to the channel. Recently I've been just periodically uploading my React videos and some other stuff I've had saved. I haven't really been making any new videos, and I haven't been streaming as much. It's been a rough 2 weeks for me, you could say. It's really been a rough since I graduated high school. So let me explain a little bit what happened. Last week on Tuesday, to be very clear, May 11th, I got into a massive car accident. Probably the biggest car accident of my entire life. I have hit a deer. I hit a deer on graduation night. I hit a deer with my dad's Chevy Cruze after dropping off my ex. I also, during working for Chick-fil-A, I want to say 2019, 2020, around that, sometime in September around that time, we had a hurricane. It caused tornadoes. We had to close Chick-fil-A early, and on my way home from work, it's around a 55 to an hour minute drive home. The storm was so bad that I couldn't see the road. I was using the white line as my guide, and I hit a tree and had to spend the night at a stranger's house because my dad could not come to get me because trees were blocking the road. I had later found out that I had just driven through where a tornado just passed by. Now, I got the less dangerous side of the tree, and the truck driver about a mile behind me got the rest of the entire thing, and he jackknifed. So I have cheated death around 3 times now. I overdosed in high school from Oxycontin. It was just a very hard and depressing time of my life, and I was a very, very stupid, young, gullible, depressed, pussy teenager. And because something didn't go my way, it caused me to do things that I regret. And then, of course, I hit the tree. That should have killed me, probably, because I couldn't see, and it shattered my entire windshield and shoved it all the way through underneath my hood into my engine. And then now. So, I'm a very unlucky person. When we're in the games, it's all about the Lurksy luck, right? I'm so lucky in games, but in real life, it's not like that at all. My life is just, it comes in waves, you know, like just recently, 2 weeks, a month ago, you know, $2,800 PC destroyed, you know. It's just one thing after another. Every year I get these obstacles thrown at me. Don't know why. You know, it happens, unfortunately. And I just try to push through. So, Tuesday, on my way to my last stop, I'm a beer merchandiser. So on my way to my last stop, I was coming to an intersection. My light was green. It was 45 was the speed limit. I was going around maybe 5 under. When you come to the intersection, and I can draw it out for you, just so you guys can get a better understanding of it, because it's a little difficult for me to explain. So, let's take it like this. You've got this road here, and this, and this, and this, and this, and then this, and this, and this, and this, this, and this. Okay. There are lights. I'll do, so my light was green here. Okay. And I'm coming from this way. And these lights were red. And I don't know if theirs were green or red, so they could have been either or. If mine were green, theirs also might have been green, so we could just go ahead and say theirs were also green. Okay. and then there's a roundabout here. Okay, so and then there's also a cutaway, but that's not really important. So I was coming through this way. There's a cutaway here, so if you want to turn right, you don't turn right at the intersection, you turn right at the cutaway. And here is a shit ton of trees in this little triangle shape, pretty much median that separates the cutaway from the rest of the intersection. So my light was green. I was going a little under. I was the first in line of all the traffic. All the traffic was behind me. There was an ambulance coming this way. Okay, did have his sirens on. I did not. He had the lights on, but I didn't hear the sirens. I had my music up a little loud. I don't feel it was that loud where I shouldn't have heard the sirens, but I didn't hear the sirens. But the lights were on. But my field of view was blocked by this. These trees are tall as shit. It was blocked by this. This car was going, a steady, 10 to 15 miles per hour, whatever. It doesn't matter. In the end, this is still my fault. Okay, it is an emergency vehicle, and it was going on to scene. By the time it got here, okay, it's probably when I saw it. And by that time it got there, I was here. Probably right here at maybe the corner. Maybe 2 car lengths roughly away from it. And of course it was steady going. It must have not seen me. I don't know if he looked both ways or not. It was still, he had the way. That's the way it is in Virginia. The lights don't turn red for you. They're still green, and they are able to cross because they're an emergency vehicle. But by the time he was here, it was too late. I slammed on my brakes when I got here, but I still went straight, and I hit him in the backside of the ambulance. And what I mean by backside is so this is a side view. You know how an ambulance is. I hit right here. So like the side of it, but on the bottom and towards the back. Side, but bottom, but towards the back. So it was right around there. I hit him, and the entire of my car was destroyed. I've seen people get into accidents way less worse than what you're about to see, and they don't survive. And I don't understand why I'm here. I don't serve a purpose yet, for all I know. I'm almost 21 years old, and don't have a girlfriend. I don't have a family. I'm just working my job, trying to make money, trying to make my way on Twitch, trying to just do what I enjoy doing. I'm just trying my best. That's all you can do as a human. So I don't know why I keep surviving these near-death experiences. It's pretty much the 3rd or 4th time now. I'm very lost and very confused. Of course, this one could also ruin my life. The reason why I haven't made a video about this yet is because it's just been a lot dealing with my insurance, and it's a lot you have to do when you get into an accident. You have to get a lot of information, and for my job, I have to fill out a lot of paperwork and a lot of information, and you have to cancel, you have to terminate the tags, terminate the title. I have to go through the process of having a rental. It's a very stressful situation. It's a lot easier to get a car than it is to lose a car, unfortunately. Here's my car. All right, it's done. It's destroyed. It's totaled. I know for sure it's totaled. Every single airbag deployed. So, thank God I had my seatbelt on, because if I didn't, I would be dead. There would have not been any surviving that. My rib cage would have went through the steering wheel, and my ribs probably would have punctured my lungs, and I would be dead. But when I hit, when I made impact with the ambulance, it was, the way I can explain it is, it's like time froze for a minute. It's like time stopped almost, because I knew what was happening in the moment, and I knew what was about to happen. I was about to have a collision with this vehicle. But it's like between the moments of me almost hitting it and hitting it, it was like time froze. It felt so slow. It was probably the weirdest feeling ever. And then I hit it, and then that was it. It was done. The car stopped because the battery cable snapped. Everything fell out of the front of my car. Yeah, ambulances are very, very durable. They're very industrial made. They are a fucking block of iron, pretty much, because I left a dent in it, and it destroyed the entire front of my car. The entire front of my car pretty much just fell out. It was like guts spilling out of a human being is what it looked like. And when I hit the ambulance, both hands on the steering wheel, all my airbags deployed. It just happened, all at once. I had no time to react or anything. And I immediately smelled burning. So I thought that was it. Because when I looked over to the side and I tried to open my door, it wouldn't open. It wouldn't budge. So I was like, okay, this might be it. I smelled the burning, and all it takes is a spark, and that's it. And once it catches a flame, that vehicle would have blown up. I would have been inside of it, and I would have died. I didn't panic. I didn't do anything. I just pried my door open with strength that I had and got out the car, non-slanch there, whatever, however you pronounce it. I got out of that car how a person should not get out of a car from an accident. You should get out, crying, screaming, panicking. I got out of my vehicle with no scratches, nothing, a straight face. Nothing fazed me. I got out of my vehicle like I wasn't in the vehicle at all. Like I was just a stranger walking down the road. The only thing I had was bruising from the seatbelt, obviously, and on my calf, because the bottom of my calf hit like the bottom of like where the steering, the bottom of like underneath the steering wheel, of like the bottom of the dash, underneath, and that was it. No broken bones, no nothing. You guys have probably seen this. This isn't from the car accident. I got hurt at home. I just inflamed the tendon in it, and that's about it. So yeah, and I don't have my glasses because pretty much lost those in the car accident. I have the frames, but I don't have the lenses. The lenses popped out. They probably went through the airbag. I don't even know. So yeah, it's a lot we're dealing with, and this can result in two ways. One, there's no legal actions, and I just have to go through the process of course, paying off the car. I have gap insurance, which is amazing. But just I was almost 21. I was almost 21 before I got into a major car accident, but life just doesn't work like that. And it's crazy to think 10 seconds. All I had to do was wait 10 seconds. All I had to do was just sit in the Food Line parking lot for maybe 10 seconds, and I would have never hit that vehicle. Now, you can only understand how much my blood was boiling, not only from adrenaline rushing through my entire body, but for me thinking that, oh my God, someone was in the back of that ambulance. That's all I could think of. And luckily, no one was in the back of the ambulance. The driver, it said his injury was a 4. I'm not sure what that means, but no one was in the back of the ambulance, luckily. If the paramedic told me there was someone in the back of the ambulance, those cops may have had to detain me because I may have walked off and done something that I would regret, but it wouldn't matter that I regretted it because what would have been done was probably done. I'm not suicidal. I've had those tendencies back in high school, obviously, from drugs. I'm not suicidal anymore. It's just that I don't think I could live with myself knowing that I killed another person who was especially already critically injured and who could have been saved. I don't think I could go life living like that. It's not me. That's not who I am. But there wasn't, thank God. So, this could go two ways, no legal action, and I just have to go through the process of hopefully the bank giving me another loan for another vehicle after a month or so, and it may not happen. We'll see. Or, these are troubling times, and during COVID and everything, people want their money, and people will take what they can get, and if that means ruining some young fucking adult's life who is a complete stranger to them, they'll do that. They don't care. It's everyone for themselves, and I understand. You know, you take what you can get, and during these times, people will take what they can get. Doesn't matter who they hurt. So you know, if it does involve legal actions, I would go to court and shit, and I probably just wouldn't fight it. I mean, it's my fault. It doesn't matter. It was an emergency vehicle in Virginia. I know in other states apparently the lights do go red, but not for Virginia. That's just not how it is. And yeah, I don't know if the sirens were on. I've seen multiple ambulances come through my town. Just the lights are on. There's no sirens. Josh and I went to Fredericksburg like a month ago, and that happened. So we were weirded out by that. But that is a thing. So, but I have no way of knowing. And, you know, the court, it just wouldn't matter. I mean, I would tell the judge, I'm not going to waste your time. I'm not going to waste my time. There's no shot in hell that the jury is going to pick a young adult over a fucking ambulance filled with paramedics and doctors that save people's lives every day. That is not going to happen. That is not the world we live in. It's not. That's just how it is. And I could have my license, you know, suspended or terminated, and that would probably result me in losing my job because I would have no way to get to work, and for a great portion of my life would probably be ruined. So I would have no job because I'd have no way to work. I'd have no car because I'd have no license. And I would be living in my parents' house like a total fucking reject. I'd literally be the equivalent of some 30-year-old WoW player sitting in his parents' basement. So, you know, it sucks. It's a lot. I don't mean to, you know, make jokes out of it or anything, but I have to make some little shred of light, you know, or else it's super depressing. I do want to just say a big thank you to my community, you know, for understanding. I love you guys. Also just to my parents, because they've been there for me every step of the way, especially my father. He's dug me out of every single fucking hole I've ever been in. I've never been able to do anything by myself, and it seems like I just keep proving after time and time and time again that I can't be by myself. I can't be alone. I can't be independent. I can't do anything independently by myself, even though I strive and strive and strive to do so. I'm trying to move out, and I've been trying to move out for so long with my friends, and I can't fucking seem to do it. I climb 4 steps and get knocked down 10. That's just how it is. That's how my life is. I constantly get put into shit situations. Don't know why. Is it a curse? Just bad luck? Is it karma? Who knows? Who knows? But it's my life, and welcome to it. And it just gets worse, it seems. Every accident's progressively got worse, if you couldn't tell. I also have horrible anxiety, so it's a bit of PTSD, you know? The entire accident still runs through my body, through my subconscious, like it's constantly in the back of my mind, and I keep thinking about it, just the impact. It's just playing over and over and over like a broken record. And the other day while going to work in the morning using the rental, I had anxiety attack in the middle of the road because I almost hit 3 deer. 3 deer were sitting on the side of the road, and I almost hit them because they decided to walk out, like always. And I started hyperventilating because as soon as that happened, the entire incident just played back in my head, and I lost it. It's horrible. I'm a fucking wreck. Who knows? I'm probably psychologically fucked up in the head. I don't know. Every time something like this happens, I go way off the deep end. It's bad. My nerves are damaged, dude. I'm just so... It's ridiculous. I have horrible ADHD, so I have just a million things running through my mind. So... But I'm doing good. Just trying to do the best I can. Hoping that there's no legal actions involved. If they are, we are able to take care of it. I'm not gonna go broke. Okay. I have a good family who has decided to invest in their life, which I'm grateful for, even though I don't deserve any of it. Yeah. I just want to let you guys know what's going on, because it's been really rough, and I like to keep you guys updated. I talked a little bit about it on stream, but I just want to make a video stating it. I don't mean to keep dragging this on. but just, a big thank you to everyone and to my parents for being there for me. My dad is amazing and very mature, and I'm very grateful for him. And unfortunately, since his name is on everything as well, because I was a minor when I bought the car, he has to fill out all the fucking paperwork and emails and the phone calls, and he shouldn't. It should be me, and I feel like a total waste of space because of that. I just feel like I can't do anything by myself, but I'm grateful that he's there, because I would just probably be in a jail cell or in a hole in debt. I don't know. So I just try the best I can. But I just want you guys to remember, just take life one fucking step at a time. Don't push yourself. Don't go too far. Be safe, you know. Be cautious. Don't be risky. It's just not worth it. Don't do anything like that. I was being a safe, cautious driver as much as I could that day, and it didn't matter. But if I didn't have my seatbelt on, I wouldn't be sitting here talking to you. My parents would be. And you wouldn't want that. I wouldn't want that either. Do I think I should have survived my car accident? Absolutely not. Do I want to die? No. I just believe that there are people that have been in something way less worse than mine and they haven't survived, and that's not fair. I don't see what gives me any special privilege or purpose to walk the earth for the third or fourth time now from this happening. But we'll see. Maybe there's something in my future. Who knows? And a huge thank you to my boys, my friends, Josh, Will, Jerron, all of them. I want to say a big thank you to my boys for, when I came home the day and I was bruised all over and I laid in bed and my parents, put the ice on me and gave me some medication to help keep the pain down. And I told them what happened. Jerron stopped his stream and he drove 45 minutes here, even though he got here in around 25. And everybody, all my boys just dropped what they were doing. Will was drunk out of his mind and he dropped what he was doing with Josh, and they all came over here and to see me, talk to me, just make sure I'm well, and that meant the absolute world to me. I didn't want Jerron to stop his stream. I didn't, but he did, and I appreciate it. They're great. They're the closest thing I'll ever have to brothers, and I'm very grateful for their hospitality. I am. I love them so much. I wouldn't trade the world for them. I've already wronged them once in the past, and I won't do it again. So, yeah. There you go. That's what's happening. It's a lot. I'm getting through it, though. You guys have any questions, you guys can just join the stream and talk to me. I'll keep you guys updated. But I'm just taking it one step at a time because that's all I can do. So, yeah. I love you guys. Thank you for listening. I'm sorry it was long. Thank you.